the next morning. What is up, Scar Knight bringing you Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. In the last episode, we took care of the Dark Maze, the dangers of the Dark Dungeon, or Dojo rather. And this is the final episode with post-commentary Scar Knight, you know, just because I don't know what happened in that session, but the next episode is back to regular commentary live, so I'm gonna interact with every single thing. So, you know, there's that I wanted to mention. So, yeah, I mean, I was still pretty satisfied with just, you know, post-commentary over it, but without further ado, in this episode, you'll see what's coming up, because it's still a bit of a different episode, so let's get started. Good morning, let's do good again today.
Is this the place where the team named Legacy is based? There's nothing here. Depressing, isn't it? Who runs a rescue team from a dump like this? Unbelievable.
Who are you people?
Oh, over there, a mailbox! Yeah, check it out.
Now wait a second, what do you think you're doing?
Yes, rescue job offers.
Ooh la la, isn't that rather tasty?
We'll have them all.
Stop! Those are meant for us. Don't butt in.
It doesn't matter who does it.
We're a rescue team too, I'll have you know.
But all I ever get up to is no good. Wanna know how it works? If we have the cover of a rescue team, we can get away with so much more.
We have our eyes on world domination.
What? World domination?
You heard right. That's why we're raking in the cash and adding to our gang. The world will be ours. The rescue team of evil, Team Meanies is who we are. See you around, Kiki.
Now wait a second. They took off. What an unbelievable bunch. Oh no, it is empty. They took everything. Oh well, Pelepers at least, you know. I don't know if it's delivering late or early, but I'm glad he's here nonetheless. Better late than ever. Or early, I don't know. We're in luck, Peleper delivers some mail. We can go on rescue missions again with this. But those guys, they better not try anything if we see them again. Yeah, so I don't know if world domination is something that they should go for, but there's Mount Steel for the 3rd floor. That's gonna be good. I'm gonna accept that for sure. And we got Tiny Woods and 2 other Mount Steels. So I'm gonna go check on the Peleper post office a little bit later to see if there's any other mail. But that's pretty much the story progression thus far. You know, in the next day there will be you know, more story progression, of course. But for this episode, that's why I said it was a bit different. It's because like later in this episode, we are actually gonna go do another dojo and do some rescue missions to rank up our ranks. But for the meantime, we're gonna get Magnesis over here, our good friend Magnesis in the power plant. But here's all the other stuff if you want to look at a summary. I'm pretty sure I pointed out the power plant, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I made him join the party. Yeah, I did, because like the whole Dark Dojo thing. And we're gonna go check the town square. That sounded wrong when I said Times Square. That's New York. We're gonna check the town square, check what they have for orbs and TMs, because I'm still looking out for stuff, even though I don't have that much money. They have frustration again, and a radar orb. That's really good. That's to locate items on that floor to make it easier. Well, the DX version makes it easier to look for items, but yeah, I don't have too much money, so whenever I can't, you know, buy anything, I'll just sell stuff. And with that leftover money, if I don't have my eye on anything in the shop, I'll just buy some friend areas, because that's very valuable too, and I really would like to get some good old friend areas. So nonetheless, let's go over here towards Kangaskhan storage and put away some things, you know, just for future stuff, because I think I want to be like a hoarder and like turn in like stuff like the max elixir, because that's going to be a lot helpful later on in the game. Not really so much early in the game. I mean, it can be, but I don't think we'll need them as much, because these floors are like, you know, up to 10 floors or whatever. So it is recommended that you save them up and start, you know, saving them till later. I mean, I guess then again, you could gain certain good money so you could buy them without a problem in the future, but still, it's still good to be safe than sorry. I got 4 apples, 1 reviver seed, and like 2 max elixirs. But yeah, I thought I was gonna go to the Wigglytuff immediately after the shop, is why I said that, but no, right now I'm going to Wigglytuff. And with my leftover money, I'm gonna go pay for a certain friend area. So let's see what are available. Okay, well, it's just one thing, so I guess I'll get Mount Deep Green. 130 Poké-Dollars, gotcha, let's do it. Wigglytuff, Wigglytuff, let's be friends.
Utah.
Congratulations, you got to Mount Deep Green now. You can recruit Pokemon that live in the friend area Mount Deep Green. Would you like to add other friends areas?
Nah, I can't afford anything, so that's good that we still got things.
Thank you, come again, we're all friends, friend.
I think is what it said. So, we'll just turn in the rest of the money since we can't really afford anything, and that's what I'm gonna do pretty much, is like gain a little bit and you know, over time to get it a lot bigger. It's gonna be a lot helpful. So I'm gonna go to the Pelipper post office to see any other rescue job missions are here. 1 orange gummy wanted, Mount Steel. Yeah, well, looks like we're going to Mount Steel today after the dojo, of course. All 3 is Mount Steel, 6, 7, and 8. But yeah, that's pretty nice. At least there's a clear objective. I never know what to decide when there's like, you know, even places. I guess I would pick like the more difficult one or something. But yeah, we're gonna go to the dojo and decide which one we're gonna go today. So let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Actually, the place looks kind of like a strawberry. I never noticed that. This is the Makuhita Dojo through rigorous training and one begets true power. Where will you wish to train? So there's actually a little bit more mazes than last time, because last time there was like less than 6 or something like that, and now there's a total of 10. And you know, since we did one of the mazes, I think for today we are actually go with the bug maze, because in my head I thought that this would be the most simple one out of all of them, and you know, because in my head I'm all thinking, you know, Caterpies and Weedles, the bug maze or decision stance, let's the training begin. Kind of almost read that late, but bug maze, let's do it. And yeah, I thought Caterpies and Weedles was gonna be the thing. I was mistaken. I was very much mistaken. It's not Caterpies and Weedles. I mean, you know, eventually I might see some, but very first Pokemon I see, Beedrill. In this game, when you do multi-attacks, they're the most dangerous things that has ever been in this game. And, you know, not only that, because I have to immediately heal, but, you know, moves like Roll Out and Ice Ball that not really is a multi-attack hit is in this game, because speed is literal, well, not really literal, but speed takes up turns in this game. The faster you are, the more you could attack on multiple turns at a time, rather than yeah, that, well, there's an example of Sabertooth dying that it will affect me in game over. I don't know if that happened in the last episode, but yeah, you failed to reach the end. More training is what we need or something. So yeah, we're gonna try that again. That's a problem. That's a major problem. It's the bug maze. But yeah, moves like Roll Out and Ice Ball that builds your speed and gets stronger each time is also really dangerous. In fact, in my opinion, I think it's the most dangerous thing. But these multi-attack hits like Fury Attack, Rock Blast, except I don't remember if Rock Blast is in this generation. I don't know. For some reason, I think it's 4th gen. But we run into another Beedrill. And that sucks. Because, is overpowered. I literally thought it's gonna be the easiest dungeon in the world, and he kills my Pikachu. God damn it! That sucks, man. Hiya! You failed to reach the end, and more training is what you need. Alright, Makuhita, don't patronize me, man. Like, I don't appreciate that. But efforts never wasted. Learn from this move and move forward. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, I have a really hard time with this because I keep running into Beedrills and they hit so hard. Like, I don't know. Well, we find the stairs immediately. You know for a fact that I'm gonna do it. But I lost so much items here. And I'm like thinking maybe I should like just do all offensive with my strongest moves. And yeah. And not only for the fact that like, you know, it's just Beedrill, but he's poison type and my fighting type move won't really do much damage. And I don't even have gravel rocks to throw at him. So that's also a problem. So hopefully we don't run into another Beedrill and find the stairs early on. Oh, a Pinsir. Finally a different Pokemon that we could deal with. That's good. That's really good because I don't want to deal with that. So here's an example of me eating the Blast Seed. In the future, you'll see me throw the Blast Seed and eat it for comparison's sake, which is really good. And right here, I wanted to show an example of like, you know, whenever you're in a bind and you're trying to escape from a place, because sometimes the game will go like, oh, you're stuck. You want to warp in a different spot because like the game can't really compete with that. It'll warp you in a random spot in that floor, and then it'll make it kind of harder for you to find their teammates because they'll run into a different battle. But the easiest way is to press L just like this to run diagonally. It's the most helpful thing. There is Pokemon that could cross waters, you know, just like Magnemite. He could float over things despite not having levitate. There's some Pokemon that have that, and there's other Pokemon. Oh my god, dude! Frickin', I would rather fight the sleeping Pinsir instead of the frickin' Beedrill that keeps attacking me, dude. That sucks. But yeah, that's there's some Pokemon like flying Pokemon could easily go over that, levitate Pokemon, and then there's Pokemon like Magnemite who naturally floats but doesn't have either of those prerequisites, flying or levitate. But I'll discuss it a little bit later when it comes to the watery thing. I just noticed that the first floor doesn't. I need to run. These oh my god. Oh, I'm surrounded by Beedrills. I almost said Pinsirs, but they're Beedrills. I can't do anything. I have to... God dang it. Magnemite, help us. Please don't die. See, that's the one thing that, like, you know, since Magnemite survived, he still stays with us, except... God damn it, man. I was just saying that Magnemite survived all that because it's me and Pikachu that's been dying the whole time. But now we won't get Magnemite anymore. Makuhita's all like, man, they really suck. And to that I say, Makuhita, chill your beans, man. Like, you need to calm down. We got this. We're not gonna fail this time. Except now that, oh my god, go to the stairs, go to the stairs. Holy moly. I just need to go. I just want to face the mini boss. Oh, there's just a Weedle down there. It's okay. I really need a. I'm getting lucky finding the stairs. Okay, we're at the mini boss. All right. It's just us two. It would have been nice having the Magnemite with us, but okay. I'm gonna try my best to fight off these mini bosses. Weedle, Pinsir, and Beedrill. Why do they have to put a Beedrill there? I literally thought Caterpies and Weedles and Metapods and Kakunas is gonna be the simplest thing. Ladybuzz somewhere, Spinarak, I would take, but no, they had to add the strongest bug Pokemon. Why? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try to take out this Beedrill though. Okay, I think it's paralyzed. And I use Focus Energy, if you notice, to boost my crit rates, because I'm not failing. Okay, the Beedrill's down. Alright, oh. Okay, I need his attention to Pikachu. Okay, now I get attacked. Oh my gosh. Whew, alright. Woo! We took him out. You've succeeded in your training. You've shown your worth. Alright, thank you, Makuhita. Really appreciate that. It would have been nice if Magnemite would have stayed, but oh well. Without a doubt, something made the success drive you to greatness. I don't know. Alright, either way, we took care of that, so now we're gonna do some rescue missions. Man, I wish the bug maze was simpler than what I thought, but no, it's even harder than the dark maze. You know? Yeah, before I do that, I need to accept the jobs, and we're gonna review them right quick. So, 3 more other Mount Steel jobs. In total of, I think, 5, I think? But yeah, 1 orange gummy wanted. And, yeah, these 2 other jobs. So, yeah, I fainted, disappeared, 1 orange gummy wanted help, and I was KO'd. Let's look at the description on some of them. I'm close to fainting. Rescue is requested. Pidgey, help me. Mount Steel, 3rd floor, difficulty E with 200 Poké$. The next one is disappearance. Aaron can't swim. Someone, anyone. Geodude's the client. Find Aaron or Aaron. It's Mount Steel, 5th floor. E's the ranking with gravel rocks as the reward. Alright, let's look at this one. 1 orange gummy needed. Hard to find orange gummy sought, please. May I have one? Mine and find orange gummy. Near Mount Steel at the 6th floor. Difficulty E with the gravel rock as our reward. And then there's help. I'm close to fainting. IE! Another mine and help me. Mount Steel, 7th floor. E is the ranking and gravel rock I think was the reward. I'm simply no good at fighting. Rescues requested. Aaron, help me. Mount Steel, 6th floor, or 8th floor, sorry. I didn't really see the rest of that, but we got this under control. We're gonna clearly do Mount Steel today. And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna go talk about the water starters, or the water, well, I mean, they're still starters, I guess. So the water starters are pretty much as followed. It is, well, right here I'm showing off the floor. So it's 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But yeah, the water starters are Squirtle, Totodile, Mudkip, and Psyduck. Psyduck is not known to be the starter except for the Mystery Dungeon series of Red, Blue, and DX, of course. And yeah. All of them, you know, because like I was having an easier time explaining the grass types because, you know, they're all different traits of them. And when it comes to like the fire type Pokemon, they're all offensive, but still, I don't know, it was a bit harder to explain. For these guys, you know, Squirtle is been known to be a tank, and so is Mudkip at times. And then I would say Totodile and Psyduck is a little bit more offensive. But like, I've been told that Mudkip is like, in this game, he doesn't learn the best moves, and I don't know if that's necessarily true. You know, he does get a typing out of, you know, all these 4 being water and ground, so he'll only have 1 weakness, you know, eventually in the future. Because, you know, they're only weak to grass. And Psyduck is actually pretty good because he learns psychic moves, which has more range to kill other Pokemon, you know, just like poison types, fighting type Pokemon, and you know, he's already a water type, which is pretty good offensively to take out rock, ground, fire types, you know, and it could hit steel types without them resisting it, which is pretty good. As for Squirtle, people already know it's a great Pokemon. All these Pokemon are pretty good in my opinion, because like water types are usually special attackers, and projectile base of anything is pretty good. And yeah, Totodile in the future does gain accessibility to ice moves, but right here I'm just showing the mission objectives. We're currently on the 3rd floor. And we just have to find a Pidgey, I believe. Even though there's stairs right there, I'm just gonna do that first. But yeah, I would say Totodile learns pretty decent moves. He could learn Crunch, he has Slash. Oh, here's the Pidgey right here, actually. And as for Squirtle, he, well, I mean, all of them could learn Ice moves is the thing, if we have the TMs for it. Alright, but here's the Pidgey. We took care of that. and we're gonna stay a little bit longer to go over to the next destination, which is the 5th floor for our rescue missions. And from my experience, because I never really looked into statistics when it comes to Totodile, but he's offensive and his best second stat is defensive. So it's kind of interesting because, you know, I'm playing Prism at the moment and mine is pretty highly offensive and defensive. So, yeah, they got the bases covered on there. I would say they'll struggle in the beginning of the game for reasons that you'll see in the future. Oh my gosh, I have 2 Baltoys right here attacking me and they're both psychic types and I'm a fighting type. That really sucks, man. I just want to go on the stairs, dude. Could they not? And here's an example of Pikachu using Thunder Shock on the ground type. You know, just like I said, throw all what you know on Pokemon out the window when it comes to Mystery Dungeon. But water Pokemon are usually the go-to for Mystery Dungeon starters or partner Pokemon. They're pretty good. As long as you got projectile moves, then you're solid. If you don't, you're gonna have to rely on external means, just like Gravel Rocks, like I'm using here. So, as for partner Pokemon, since water types are weak to grass and electric types, you might want to need like a fire type to cover that grass type weakness. Or perhaps you could get, you know, Cubone as your partner as well. He's the only ground type in the game for you. And I'm trying to think. I guess you know, cause I before was a Machop when I played for the first couple times, and I had Squirtle as my partner, and it was pretty good for me because I suffered from not having projectile-based moves, and Squirtle was my projectile-based. But either way, I'm level 11 here, and I also have to look for the next Pokemon out here. I think it's Aron, and I think this is him. Oh no, it's not. It's an enemy. But yeah, that's pretty much it with all the water Pokemon talk. Which water Pokemon would you pick as your starter, or hope that you would get? And I forget what questions I asked before. And what partner Pokemon would you also get? Actually, yeah, it was something like that. You'll see in the question of the day. I don't remember what I said at first with the grass and then the fire type. I don't think I even said anything on the fire types. Either way though, I am here at a dead end. There is other things to talk about as well, and I won't get into like the normal types and then the rest of the starters for quite some time because this is post commentary and I won't be able, like, I didn't cover them in live commentary, so I apologize that in advance, but in due time I'll bring it back up again. Oh, here's a white gummy. Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about. They're gummies. So the white gummy actually is meant for normal type Pokemon, and this is what I usually use white gummies for, or just gummies in general. They're recommended that you give it to your partner Pokemon because you don't have too much control over them. They're very much AI and they only follow orders that you give rather than you have full control over them like I do with Machop, like walking anywhere I want, using what moves I want. Because I limit Pikachu pretty much. I only let him use Thunder Shock moves, but I don't tell him when not to use it, if that makes sense. So when you give them gummies, even though they're not meant for that base type, the more gummies you get he'll raise up IQ points, and over when you get IQ points you'll get in different traits that you could use. You know, for example, if he's confused, maybe he won't hit you, and that's pretty good. Like right there, he got now PP checker. When you go to your settings and look at all this other stuff, you'll realize that there's some IQ skills that he has that when you set when you set one, it'll deselect another one. So that's an example right there. So just keep in mind what you want pretty much. I don't really have the one that I gave an example is like if he's confused, then he won't hit you, but pick what you would like. And all these examples I'm doing when I'm checking and unchecking things is really to show what is best. and what is available for Pikachu, because you know not all traits and IQ skills could be solidified, if I'm using that word right. It's just an example, you know. It's recommended that you give all of them to your partner Pokemon, since you know, like, it would be helpful to give it to yourself, but only if it's your own type, I guess. You don't need it as much as your partner Pokemon, because when your partner Pokemon dies, like you saw in this video, then it's just game over. So it's very recommended that you give it to your partner Pokemon. But we found Aaron. Thank you. Please come see me at the Pelipper post office later. Aaron escaped from the dungeon. Alright, we're gonna go stay still, because we do have like 3 other missions. And here's a Tyrogue. Alright. But as for gummies, yeah, the white gummy is meant for normal type Pokemon. And you might think like all of them are based on colors, but not necessarily. There is a green gummy who you would think is meant for grass type Pokemon, but no, green gummies are meant for bug type Pokemon, who are now the bane of my existence in this episode. And grass gummies are meant for grass types, you know? If a green gummy comes to your first, you might be thinking, oh, it's meant for grass types, but no, it's not the case. Because, you know, even though it sounds common sense that the grass gummy is meant for grass type Pokemon, you might not know that. You know, for example, there's like 4 types that could be based on purple, you know, psychic, poison, ghost, what else? Or maybe it was just 3. Yeah, I think it's just 3 types, my bad. But psychic types take gold gummies, ghost type takes purple gummies, and I think poison types take pink gummies. I could get that mixed up. I always get it mixed up. I am almost, in fact, sure that I got it confused later in the series that you'll see. I do find the stairs, but I don't think I found the client yet, so I'm gonna keep on looking for him. But yeah, that's an example. The orange gummy that I'm looking for on this floor, though, is meant for fighting types, but I have to save it for mining. I probably should have used it, but I'm gonna save it for him. And it's still like that thing that I was talking about, that I'm more sure that the item, you know, those item looking rescue missions are like, you know, in the game, where like in that floor it will more likely be on that floor, because I've been hearing that some people don't think that's the case, and I do think that's the case, because it said it's more likely in the 6th floor. It may be a chance that it's not 100% chance, but I've never seen that being the case, because there's an orange gummy right there in the 6th floor like it said it would. So that's why I say that, you know, they're more likely are gonna be in that place. Like, you're not gonna be shafted on not getting that. So that's good. And here's an example of the Thunder Shock thing. Oh, speaking of which, in the last episode, or maybe it was the episode before that, I think it's the last episode, I talked about like the shiny rate on the DX version, and you know, a little bit of an update on the Chugga rate thing. Ever since the last episode, he found 2 more shiny Pokemon, and that being 2 shiny Dittos. So, you know, it's nice having nice things, finding shiny Pokemon when I'm in a game that I cannot find shiny Pokemon. But nonetheless, we found the orange gummy, so now we can move on. We got 2 more floors to deal with, and yeah, look at all these items right here. That's nice. That's pretty much it though when it comes to the gummies. Oh, I'm getting dizzy, shoot. I don't really have an apple, unfortunately. Like, the oranberry you can eat, but it doesn't give you too much to fill in hunger, which is bad. So I don't think it'll be all that well. I think the gummies have better rates on filling hunger up, but I have 2 more floors, and I'm not sure if I could really make it. Yeah, getting dizzy from hunger. That didn't really do anything. That kind of sucks. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think I could finish these 2 floors up. So after you become hungry, over time, when you are really starving, you start losing your health. And when that happens, pretty much, you'll be closer to game over pretty much, and then they'll exit you from the dungeon. So, when that happens, shoot, it's actually happening now. When that happens, all your rescue missions are in danger of losing out. So I'm not really sure what to do here. I do have an escape orb though, and I have 8 HP. So I think I'm gonna have to use this thing. You know, from what I got, I did like 3 missions. I think that's for the best. I'm looking at the warp orb because it's just warping on the same room to your teammates to catch up with them. And yeah, and then the blowback orb knocks a distant target flying, and if the target's wild wall or it's whatever, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna use the escape orb. I have to leave this place. There's no way for me of actually staying here. But that's pretty much of everything. So I have to do this. I'll take care of the Mount Steel missions in the future. I would like to finish them all, but you know, whatever. All right, so we got 200 Poké Dollars. That's nice. With rescue points, and that's gonna be pretty much it for this episode. So white tigers and dragons to you, and thank you for rescuing Aaron. We got 10 gravel rocks, and that's gonna be pretty much it for this episode. Thank you for getting me the orange gummy. Here's 10 gravel rocks from you, and I think that's all the missions that we have. So yeah, white tigers and dragons to you, and you've been scarred by the night. Didn't we do good today? Let's call it a night and get some rest. Okay, see you tomorrow.